Hello, and thank you for visiting Graphene Business Law. If you're watching this video on YouTube, please go ahead and click on the red subscribe button down below. On our YouTube channel, we regularly post content that is most relevant to business owners and entrepreneurs, and this group is also our main demographic and the primary clients we work with. So we think you'll find this content especially useful if you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur. Graphene services business law clients in Toronto and beyond. Today's video is a funny one to me as a business lawyer, but it's actually, I was asked this question the other day, and this question inspired the entire video, and it made me think. The question was, what does the business lawyer do? Why do I need a business lawyer? And I'd like to spend this video to demystify for the small business owners out there or the entrepreneurs out there why you not only need, because need-based is one thing, but you could also benefit from having a lawyer involved in the launching or growth and of course conclusion of your business. And I'll talk a little bit about what those stages entail, why I mention those stages, and why I believe they capture pretty much the entire cycle that your business could have. But also I'll talk about what a lawyer could do, how they could help you through each of these steps. First and foremost, I'll start with the different stages of the business and sort of divide the services of the legal services that a lawyer can provide that way to your business. But before I even get to that, I do want to acknowledge that as a small business owner myself, as an entrepreneur myself, it's quite common that people enter into business and start their own businesses because they like to work on their own, they want to go at it on their own, they want to be on their own. Any combination of those ideas or those sayings you might have heard before. You know, you might have heard a colleague of yours say, I really want to do my own thing. Or maybe you're that person yourself and you're the business owner watching this video. Why do I mention that, and why do I think it's important to start off with that? I think it's important to start off with that acknowledgement because it highlights that I understand that looking for help could come across as uncomfortable, could maybe not be so intuitive to you as a small business owner or an entrepreneur. Maybe you love asking for help, and maybe that's totally your thing, and you've realized that asking for help and outsourcing those areas of need, legal included, is one of the best ways to grow your business. But if you're on the more hesitant side, I just want to say that I hear you and I see you, and it is very, very common in the area of small business and entrepreneurship to come across that sort of personality. So now you've started your own business because your entire life you've wanted to do your own thing. You have these great ideas as to how to do your own thing. And now you hear all these voices telling you, now that you're finally on your own, start looking for others, okay? Whether it's accountants or marketing or lawyers, so many different areas where a small business and an entrepreneur could truly benefit from help and grow into something bigger than they ever could on their own, okay? So I wanted to start off with that acknowledgement. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that you could look to your areas of need by business cycle and business stage. And what I mean by that, when I mentioned the launch, growth, and conclusion of your business, when you're launching, we're looking at documents that you should have in mind. And of course, these are not the only documents, these are not the only processes. I'm just keeping this video brief, but still looking to highlight how you'll really benefit from having a lawyer on your side during these steps of your business and your business's life. So when we're launching, we're going to be looking for help with, of course, incorporating, if you're going the corporation route, with partnership agreements, with shareholder agreements, with employees. If there's a certain secret sauce that has led you to start your own business, there'll be IP matters that we'd like to involve legal counsel with. And there's so much more. You know, I pause for a second because I'm thinking of so many other areas. For example, do you need physical space? Well, you're going to need, you're going to benefit from having a lawyer negotiate terms of that commercial lease for you, right? Vendor agreements, there are service agreements, privacy agreements. There are so many areas where a lawyer could help you, even at the launching stage of your business, which some refer to, colloquially as the baby stages. Believe it or not, that's one of the stages where you need help the most, because you're starting off, and how important is it that you start off on the right foot? And somebody who's been trained to spot these legal issues for you and your business can really help you that much more in starting off on the right foot. When it comes to growing your business, you've had that, for some it's a month, for some it's years, whatever your timeline is, you've gotten past that launch stage and now you're into the growth stage. Maybe now you're looking to purchase or lend or borrow equipment. Maybe you need a bigger space, more lease and more real estate matters coming across. Now you might need more staff than before, more employment matters coming across, privacy matters because you might be dealing with more customers than ever before. And of course, the corporate matters continue. Those don't necessarily stop because your business isn't stopping. So that's not a surprise. Non-disclosure agreements. Are you working with other people now? Have you shared your secret sauce with somebody else so that they can make it en masse for you? Okay, that's just part of the growth. And also, I'll say part of the growth too, everything I'm mentioning is business related and geared toward your business. However, you're the person behind your business. So at some point in this process of business ownership, have you thought about, will, a corporate will and an individual will? Have you considered your familial relationships and whether there's any clauses or contracts that need to be put in place as regards your business and certain members of your family? So there's the business, and then there's the person behind the business, and a lawyer can help you with all of these topics. And of course, the conclusion stage. What does conclusion mean? Is it a euphemistic word for something really bad happening to your business? Well, not necessarily, because you could be concluding your business from selling it for, a better price than you ever imagined you'd get when you first opened the business. You could be concluding your business for personal reasons, maybe starting a whole other business and you'll need to wrap this one up. Or you can be concluding this business owing to reasons of bankruptcy or restructuring. That happens too. And it's important to know, as a small business owner or an entrepreneur who so often types these personalities like to work on their own and do their own thing. And that's sometimes the very reason that they're small business owners or entrepreneurs. But it's still important to know that there's someone there, there's a professional there. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good way to cover the different areas where a lawyer could help you and your business, and could help your business reach its full potential by giving you that extra security, that extra peace of mind when it comes to the matters you're dealing with. And again, all of these matters that I'm talking about are on the proactive stage, right? There could be days in business where somebody comes after you, and you'll need a lawyer for that too. Or I should say, you should really consider getting a lawyer for that too. However, everything I've mentioned is actually proactive. It's you being first to the punch, making sure you're taking the best care of your business and yourself, the person behind the business, that you possibly can. There's so many other ways to sort of slice and compartmentalize what a lawyer can do for your business. But again, we're looking at all sorts of different corporate matters. We're looking at IP matters, employment matters, real estate matters, wills and estates, as I mentioned, for the person behind these small business matters. Okay. A question in the back of everyone's mind these days especially is cost as well. And just as what you're selling, the services and goods that you're selling are probably not free, the professionals you're dealing with are likely not going to be offering their services for free either, whether they're accountants or marketing gurus or finance experts or lawyers, whatever the case may be, contractors physically contributing to your business, whatever the case may be, everybody comes at a cost, and it's on you to, decide those costs that you're comfortable with. But in this video, being in the spirit of helping and pointing out why you'd benefit from a lawyer, I do have to say that being that concept, that bigger picture concept of being first to the punch, sometimes we hear it, in a more adversarial context, fights, but there's such a thing as being first to the punch with your own matter for yourself as well, okay? Having somebody look at a consultancy agreement or an employment agreement or partnership agreement before you put it in place can save you so much headache and worry and burden and, guess what, cost down the road from, looking at it too late. The last note I want to close on, because I did acknowledge at the beginning, the personalities that might be involved and why you should still go ahead and look for a lawyer. The last thing I'd like to point out, and it's one that I don't hear spoken about enough in terms of benefits of lawyers, you should have an idea of who you want to help you and who you want by your side before it's time where the help is necessitated. One way I like to think of this is if you, God forbid, knew you were heading in for some serious health concern and it was the case that whoever you were next to was going to treat you if you didn't look into the matter in advance. Of course, most of the time we don't know when health concerns will arise, but if you could know, would you not take the time to research the best doctor that is most familiar with that issue that you know you're going to be experiencing? Well, you should. I hope you would. And same thing here. Take the time to find a lawyer that practices law in the areas of your current need and in the areas of your anticipated need. Anticipated need if there's something you're worried about, if you're worried about somebody launching a matter against you, or if that's something you're interested in, or if it's simply, business as usual, but we're growing a little bit. And as I mentioned before, we need a bigger space and we need more staff. Whatever the case may be, think of your current needs. Undoubtedly, your business has current legal needs. And try to anticipate what future needs may be. And go ahead and look for that legal professional that can best help you with those needs. The best time to start was yesterday. You're watching this video today, you can start today. Almost all of the videos on this channel, and I say almost all because we have a student series and we have a few other series, but almost all of the videos on this channel are geared to you exclusively as a small business owner and an entrepreneur. However, it would help you most to know what a lawyer can do for your business before, as you watch any of these videos, as you watch any legal videos. Who's the person behind the screen on my end, and what can I do for your business, for example? Here at Graphene, we can handle a host of various matters that pertain to launching your business, growing your business, concluding your business. You can view our practice areas on our website, graphenebusinesslaw.ca. Certainly, it includes the corporate matters we discussed. It includes a myriad of contractual matters. It would include employment agreements, commercial leases we have experience with. It can run the gambit, because again, we're running the gambit, but within that lens of small business, of entrepreneurship, within that lens of exactly who you are and what matters to you. Okay? Thank you for watching that video. I hope it was informative, and I hope it drives home the message that looking for a lawyer to be involved in your business, and looking for other professionals, honestly, to be involved in your business today more than ever, is just the responsible thing to do. Okay? Thanks again for watching this video. As I mentioned, you can check out our website, graphenebusinesslaw.ca. You can also email us at info@graphenebusinesslaw.ca. Thank you.